Good evening, everybody. I'm Dan Parris, and welcome to Gaffney, South Carolina. Outside the middle school, we got a big, exciting card tonight.
And Dan Parris to my left.
Hardcore hunter using his brains to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dan Parris, and welcome once again to Lenore, North Carolina.
Ricky Morton, welcome to American Pro Wrestling. Well, I appreciate that very much.
Danny Parris was a credit to this business we call pro wrestling, and he's going to be sorely missed.
There's nobody in this business that ever laced him up that Danny did not know.
Danny is the voice of the Carolinas.
When I first started my career years and years and years ago, one of the first men that I noticed and that came up to me and that noticed me was Danny Parris. The voice of the Carolinas is what they called him.
Danny in the 90s and the early 2000s was without a doubt the voice of Carolina's independent professional wrestling. There's no telling how many shows, how many matches Danny's recorded and commentated on.
That's right. We in the hometown where the Indians are.
Brad Anderson going back to the Yarn Bar. And notice, the more he stays on it, the worse he's going to wear David Flair's arm out.
He meant a lot. He knew everybody. He knew every wrestling moves, and I tell you, he knew more about the business than I did, and I've been working a lot longer than him. But
we all know, Danny loved pro wrestling, and he loved all the wrestlers. And we loved him. I loved him. I'm going to miss him terribly. I'm going to miss his phone calls every day.
If you've ever been a part of Carolina's independent wrestling, you've run into Danny Parris.
Danny Parris was an absolute legend in the Carolinas independent wrestling scene.
Danny was a pillar in the wild and wonderful world of professional wrestling. He paved the way for a lot of these podcasters these days, and it wasn't a cosplay to Danny, it was more of a lifestyle.
He's held a microphone and stood in front of some of the greats in pro wrestling.
he was very important. He was the one that sent the pictures and information and the results of the matches into the magazine.
Dan was kind of a mix between Bill Apter and Gordon Soley. If you wanted to be seen in Pro Wrestling Illustrated and in the magazines, Dan was the man to get your picture, get your name in there.
Mr. PWI, everybody knew that Danny was their connection and their way in.
And then he got him a wrestling something badge. He wore that thing everywhere that said he was a reporter for pro wrestling.
So he was like Bill Apter in some regards in the Carolinas, and he was also like Gordon Soley in many regards as well, because he was a great commentator and a great announcer.
Sonny, you're back in APW. Loser leave town, that's all said and done.
He was one of those guys, he was just always smiling, always in a good mood. If he was having a bad day, you would have never known it. And he'll definitely be missed.
Danny was there from day one, from when I first started pro wrestling, man. Always there giving me advice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining me right here in the middle of the ring, the very popular tag team combination of the Juvenile Delinquents. And
if it wasn't for Danny Parris, there would be no Blade of Thunder. There would be no Power Crew. There dang sure wouldn't be no Nick and AJ Juvenile Delinquents. He took those small regional indie guys and he blew us up. He got behind us, he believed us, and his voice of the matches made us bigger characters than we could ever dreamed of, and for that, we will always forever be grateful, Danny.
Danny definitely had a certain way he liked his professional wrestling. He didn't care if you didn't like it that way. He was going to let you know, and he didn't care if it hurt your feelings or not.
Tonight, we're bringing wrestling back, the old style wrestling back to one of the small towns, and tonight we've already got a great crowd on hand.
Danny was a tape trader back in the day before the internet. He was kind of like Howard Finkel. You would get the fake report, you would get the Parris report.
Danny always kept it straight. You might not like what he had to say, but he was going to say it. And if you listen to it, then it would make you a better person and a better wrestler.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me ringside, Big Stone Mountain and Chief J. Eagle.
We have with us the legendary Wahoo McDaniel, and on my left, my colleague, none other than Dan Parris.
He loved this business. He loved the people in this business. He wanted to talk to you, wanted to have conversations with you.
I just want people to know that Danny Parris was like a brother to me for a long, long time.
But I want y'all to know that, man, Danny Parris loved each and every one of y'all.
And the knowledge and the wealth of information that man had for this business.
Yes, and
we call pro wrestling, man, on
the
independent level, on the majors or whatever, is just unmatched.
Crowd getting solidly behind Mad Max. He's got to work his way to his feet. Terry Funk is holding his book. Dusty Rhodes just clobbered Terry Funk.
Of course, Dan was always infamous for filming and handing out DVDs and selling DVDs to folks. And thank God Dan's legacy will live on for a long time through the DVDs and the videos.
Danny Parris watched more pro wrestling and seen and called more independent wrestling than any of us could ever imagine.
Danny's voice was the soundtrack of professional wrestling in the Carolinas for a very, very long time.
They almost got Robert dumped off the side of that scaffold. And if he falls, that's going to end it.
Danny, he will be sorely missed, man.
Hey, no doubt.
And so many people around this area, the Carolinas, Georgia, Tennessee, I mean, they have so much respect for this man.
Anybody that's out here on this independent scene that don't like Danny Parris or whatever, I wish, I wish and I hope, and I'm being straight up, that you get half for the respect that Danny Parris has in this business, or you have half of the career that Danny Parris had.
I'm gonna miss Dan. I'm really gonna miss him. He was a hell of a good guy. If you knew him, you know what I'm saying is true.
Thank God for Danny Parris.
Danny was a good-hearted man, a great human being, first class in my opinion. And Danny, we all love you, and you will truly, truly be missed.
For those of us, the very, very lucky few of us that got to know him in the Carolinas in his prime, for those guys that got to know him, we are the true lucky ones.
Danny, I know right now you're watching the best match you've ever seen. You're probably commentating it. You're probably calling it. Excited as you've ever been. And Danny Parris, happy trails to you until we meet again.
Wrestling, to me, is not going to be the same without you. I miss you. I'm going to miss you, brother. And just call those matches up there and call them with the enthusiasm that you had. I'm going to miss you. I love you. See you down the road.
What a night indeed. We'll see you at the matches real soon.
Oh, yeah. Hey. You know, there's a lot of things that Big Nasty, he ain't very good at. He likes to do. There's only a couple of things in this world that I'm very good at. You know, I like to sing, but I can't carry a tune. I like to dance, but I ain't into ballet. And I like to act a fool, but I ain't never won no Oscar. But Tony Benge, Bobby Lee, you boys want to fight. And that sure is one thing Big Nasty is pretty darn good at, and that's fighting. Now, Grandmammy, she told me, Nasty, little Nasty, don't fight unless you got to. And when it's time to fight, Nasty, you fight like you're the third jackass on Noah's Ark's ramp, and it's starting to rain, brother. So this time, 2-on-1 handicap match. Big Nasty's coming for you too. And it's gonna get real ugly and real nasty. Oh, yeah, Jack.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's your main event this week. We just heard from Big Nasty. He is sick and tired of Tony Benge and Bobby Lee. He's gonna take both of them on in your main event this week in a handicap match. Plus, we got Myric Moore He's going to be taking on Big Donnie for the NAW Heavyweight Championship. As we saw last week in the street fight, Myric attacked Donnie with that steel chair, but now he's going to get his shot for the Heavyweight Championship. Hopefully our champion isn't battered and bruised. That's also going to be on the show this week. Now we're going to hear from the challenger, Myric Moore.
I'm with top contender Myric Moore, the Irish hand grenade. Myric, NAWA management grants you what you always wanted, your shot.
They didn't give me nothing, guy. I earned this championship shot. I beat everybody NAWA put in front of me. Big Donnie, I've known you for years, and I've got something to tell you. A lot of people seem to forget that you're dangerous. I've been in the ring with you many times. I know how dangerous you can be. But I just hope you haven't forgotten how dangerous I could be, because I'm coming for you in the NAWA Heavyweight Championship. So, guy, I want you to do me a favor. Yes, sir. Since you got my name right tonight, I won't slap you in the face, but I want you to give this to Big Donnie. And after I win, I want him to raise it in the sky and tell everybody Irish hand grenade is the best NAWA has to offer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just heard from the Irish hand grenade, Myric Moore, who's going to be challenging for the NAWA Heavyweight Championship here later on. JPS is here with me this week. Josh Paul Sellers here in the commentary booth.
Yes, I am. Here's my big brother and Big Tuck about to take on Squeeks and AJ.
I'm your host as well, your main host. Don't forget that. I've been here since day one.
Absolutely.
Your host, Michael Elliott. Thank you for joining us. JPS, thank you for joining me here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. As you said, we got the Wranglers down in the ring in tag team action with your opening contest this week. We got 3 big matches this week. A heavyweight championship match, tag team action, and a handicap match all coming up. But we got the Wranglers right now taking on Squeeks, the Clown, and AJ Frost, the Freak Daddy. And there's your brother and Tucker Rhodes, the Outlaw, David Sellers, and the Cowboy Tucker Rhodes. I don't know how much a cowboy is he really?
He's a cowboy. Got cows, ride horses, drives a big truck. He's a cowboy.
That's funny. I thought I seen him driving a Camaro or a
Mustang.
A Mustang or
Sometimes he rides a Mustang.
Well, here we go. The Mustangs are brawling here. We got 2 big bulls, and the other guys are all brawling here. The Wranglers taking on AJ Frost and Squeaks the Clown. There's no slouch in the tag team division either. They've been a team for a while here.
I believe AJ took the worst of that. Squeaks is an enormous man.
But they haven't teamed together in a while on this program, as we've seen AJ mostly in singles competition, and when he's with his tag team partner Luke Fury most of the time. So him and Squeaks.
Squeeze it, big brother. Squeeze it, big brother.
Squeaks and Tucker Rhodes are brawling on the outside. Our official Travis Mathis has got to get back in the square circle where the action is taking place. As the Outlaws got Frost in that headlock there, shoots him off the ropes, takes him off his feet with that shoulder tackle. He's an outlaw. If you didn't know it, you got to be proud of your brother there with that hip toss.
Absolutely.
Covering the former TV champion, AJ Frost. He's been around a long time. And so is David Sellers.
Absolutely.
He just took a little while off, and now he's back. The Wranglers, the Cowboys, so to speak, they're looking to make their mark here in the tag team division.
Big Mike, ain't you in with the office? You got to talk to the office about getting these guys a title shot.
Well, I was going to say, they will definitely make a name for themselves, make their mark here in the tag team division if they can pick up a win here today. Big double back elbow, and the Cowboy in now for the cover.
Big Tuck, he is the powerhouse of the tag team.
He only got a 1 count there on Frost.
Frost is tough. He's a jerk, but he is tough.
You think he's a jerk?
Yes, he's a jerk. You don't hear what the people say to him every time he comes out?
What do they say?
AJ sucks. You know why they say that? Because he's a jerk.
Oh, I thought it's because he sucked.
Well, yeah.
But look at that. He's raking him in the eyes, and as I say it all the time, there is no good defense for a rake to the eyes, and here comes a big, whoa!
Oh, wow.
Big Clown. And a
That's a lot of meat in the ring, Mike.
You ever seen a Clown and a Cowboy together?
First time.
First time for everything, but even in wrestling, there's still a few firsts left. Going for the pinfall here. He hooked the leg. He must have He must have went to that Golden Gladiator
He
number
may
2.
have.
booked
I'll
the leg
ask him the
seminar.
next time I see him because he made sure that he was going to get the leg there.
I know he's been to a few seminars. He sure could work on his talking ability. He's got him by the arm, but there's no talking when the bell rings. It's all about the physical action, and the Cowboy Tucker Rhodes has got Squeaks the Clown in a hammerlock here.
Hey, Squeaks the Clown, he's strong too. He's not just big, he's strong. Rumor is that he hits the gym pretty regular.
I've seen the selfies he takes inside the gym, but look at him. He's a mountain of a man.
Absolutely. You think he wears his paint to the gym?
I've never seen Squeaks the Clown without the paint.
Me either.
Every time I've seen him anywhere, he's got it on. And only a 2 count there. I've never seen Squeaks manhandled around. Oh, right back to the eyes. Goes Squeaks, tags in his partner, Frost. Now he's going up to the top rope here. AJ, what's he gonna do?
Who's the man?
Here he comes, big right hand into the rib cage of the Cowboy.
He's taunting the Outlaw. He knows the Outlaw's a hothead. My brother's a hothead, Mike. Always has been.
Well, he's not going to do his partner any favors if he keeps trying to come into the ring. He's going to allow the other team to continue to cheat. Big forearm shot. Another forearm smash right into the jaw of this Rhodes fella. He says this is it, JPS. This is it.
Oh, I sure
Here we
hope
go.
not. Oh,
this is it for
get out of the way.
This is it for his face as he hit that turnbuckle. And now the Cowboy delivering these right hands to Frost. He's got him down. He needs to stay on top of him. And now picks him up. What's he going to do here? He picked him up with ease. Slams him.
Big slam there.
The Cowboy slam. He got him up and put him down, but still was only able to get a 2 count there.
able to kick out of it. You know, AJ's a former TV champion here in NAWA. He's a heck of a competitor.
Big knee lift right there. Now the elbow taking the Cowboy down and taking the Outlaw off the apron. In comes the Clown. Here comes that hothead. He didn't get on the apron. Look at it.
Get out the ring, brother.
They're putting the boots.
You're killing Tucker.
They're putting the boots to the Cowboy. He's paying for that hothead's mistakes.
Idiot.
And now he shoots him off. Oh, goodness. He just ran into a brick wall.
Oh, Lord.
Known as Squeaks the Clown. Travis Mathis gets a 2. Our official doing his job here.
That is a lot. How much you reckon Squeaks weighs?
He's got to weigh well in over 350 pounds.
Well over. He's about 6'5".
He just threw the Cowboy boot right to the boots of A.J. Frost. And Squeaks the Clown, he needs to stop worrying about the 2 count there and stay on top of this Tucker Rhodes here. Look at the great teamwork here from the Clown and the Frost man, tagging in and out. Going for that sidewalk slam. Slipped right off of him, but still dropping that elbow is Frost. Tucker Rhodes trying to fight out of that sidewalk slam, and he got out. But he still got met with that elbow.
They're on him hard. They can't get no relief.
He's got to tag his partner in. Your brother is, he's the fresh man of the Wranglers here. And Tucker Rhodes, he's fighting back. Oh, and just taken right off of his feet. Look at the muscles there.
AJ had his momentum. He hit him with everything he had, going about 50 miles an hour. Tuck's still able to kick out there.
AJ Frost, like you said, he's a wily vet. Oh, he's biting him on the bridge. Right across the bridge of the nose. He's got some serious chompers, I can tell you.
Partner.
I can tell you he's got some serious chompers, is that AJ Frost. He likes to bite people. And now right head first into the elbow of the Clown. This ain't looking good for the Wranglers.
It is not.
They are definitely not going to be getting a tag team title shot anytime soon. If they can't win this matchup here, oh my God.
Lord have mercy.
As we said.
That could be it, Mike.
I think the ring moved right there.
It moved. He's a load.
He just flattened him like a bug. And this hothead.
Get out of the ring, brother.
This bald-headed idiot needs to get on the apron. He's trying to help his partner.
He's trying to help, but he's hurt.
Yeah, big time.
That's why I'm my mama's favorite son.
I don't want to get into the politics of the Sellers family. But what is Frost doing? He's got our official by the collar, taking him to the crowd and pointing out one of our great fans here of NAWA. Big forearm shots now again. They're just beating this Cowboy up. Luckily, Cowboys can take a beating. Ducks under another one. Oh, big
spear.
A big one there. Taking Frost down. Almost cut him in half with that spear, but
he's on the wrong side of the ring though to get the tag.
Well, he's beaten and battered at the hands of Frost and the Clown. Frost is trying to make a tag to Squeeks. Here he goes. He makes it in. Tucker tags into David Sellers. The Outlaw with a big clubbing blow. He's going to town here, cleaning house. And now,
big head knocker.
Boom. The meeting of the minds, and they got the Wranglers got a little bit of the momentum here. Oh, double rake to the eyes there. Out goes the Cowboy. He's on the floor. Frost went after him, and in the corner, Squeaks the Clown is just terrorizing.
Cutting him in half.
This Outlaw, he's got him by the blue jeans and the feet. Frost is holding him in the corner, and he's about to get
do not want
flat.
to get hit by Squeaks.
Oh! Rolls him up, Schoolboy. 2, 3, and the Wranglers.
They stole one, Mike.
They definitely stole that one because they were getting their tails handed to them most of this matchup. And the Wranglers picking up a win here. Moving up one more rung on the ladder in the tag team division.
Absolutely. What a great match. That's what you do, Mike. We fight through. They persevered.
They stole that one from Frost and Squeaks. What a way to start.
Look at AJ,
show.
he's pitching a fit. I love it.
We still got 2 more big matches to come, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. Heavyweight title, handicap match coming up.
Big Nasty. This is what you did to my to my manager. You hurt his neck. And now you've sent out a challenge, a 2-on-1.
I'll tell you what, we're
Bobby Lee, I'm gonna let you answer this.
Challenge is accepted. You give me a little while to recover from this, and we're coming for you. We're gonna send you back to the mountains, send you back to Tennessee. All you can be able to do is make moonshine because you're gonna be able to sit. All you can do is sit. We're gonna take out your legs. You took out my neck, I'm gonna take out your legs. Oh.
No, no.
Oh, hold on.
It's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and a neck for a neck. We're gonna break his neck, okay? We're gonna break it. We're gonna break it so bad that he's gonna have to.
Be careful.
And you know what? I'm gonna power drive him so hard, he'll have to unzip his pants just to brush his teeth.
I like
it. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We just heard from Tony Benge and Bobby Lee, who had a neck brace on JPS. They're gonna be in a main event in the handicap match. I don't know how much Bobby Lee's gonna be good if he's wearing a neck brace. But
he's injured.
They're gonna, well, he had that chain wrapped around his neck, and Big Nasty jerked him all over the place. But now, that's our main event, but we got another main event right here as the NAWA Heavyweight Championship is on the line, as Big Donnie is gonna be defending that belt against the Irish Hand Grenade, Myric Moore. There he is, the heavyweight champion, the Burt County legend, Big Donnie. We saw him last week in that street fight. You know he's got to still be feeling the effects.
Absolutely.
From that matchup.
Him and Thunder nearly killed each other.
I don't know how Big Donnie's able to walk around, but he's a warrior. He's a beast. He's ready to defend that belt. Myric Moore got involved in that street fight using that steel chair trying to cost Donnie the championship. Donnie wasting no time getting back inside the ring to defend it here against Myric Moore. I don't know if that's going to be such a smart move. He may have just cost himself the title, JPS.
Possibly, because Myric Moore is no joke.
He's definitely no slouch. Like he says, he's barrel-chested and battle-tested. But will he be battle-tested enough to win the heavyweight title here? I think he's got a good shot.
Absolutely.
The odds are not in the favor of the champion after going through such a grueling brawl a grueling fight just 7 days ago. Big Donnie, he's moving around pretty good.
Looks like he's got a little pep in the step today.
Well, I'd have pep in my step too if I was going to get my revenge on some guy who hit me with a steel chair trying to cost me the match, cost me my title. But now Myric Moore, bouncing off Big Donnie like a ping pong ball there.
It's like running into a mountain. Look at him, he looks like a mountain.
He is a mountain of a man. And where's Myric Moore going? He's outside on the floor. I don't think he realizes what he's gotten himself into.
No. People underestimate Donnie, but he's tough. He's a champion, Mike. He's the champion.
You can hear the people chanting BCB here. Big Donnie, a fan favorite everywhere he goes, especially here. Oh, look at the power of Big Donnie.
And I'm telling you, Myric Moore is a strong man. Look at his daggum arms and shoulders and triceps.
Can you name any more muscles?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the one I'm trying to get to. Lats. No, not lats. I'll get to it in a minute.
Trapezoids.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
He's locking up here. And look at this. Donnie picking up Myric Moore with ease and slamming him on the mat with that body slam. And now he's going to take him by the wrist. And he's got that arm. He's got that arm controlled here. And now what's Donnie going to do?
Donnie doing a little chain wrestling today, Mike.
He is a heavyweight champion. He knows how to get around the square circle. He's been a champion all over the place, but he finally, after almost 30 years, got that NAW heavyweight title. And he's trying his best here to defend it against Myric Moore. What's he going to do? He's got him in that hammerlock. No, Myric trying to take the leg. Oh. Myric now got him. Donnie.
He's too big.
Shooting them big right hands into the midsection now. Got him in that headlock once again.
I think Myric doesn't know what to do with Donnie because you're definitely not going to throw Donnie around.
Well, there's no sense in trying to wrestle Donnie. You just got to beat him up and wear him down. And I think Myric Moore just now realizes that. As he's going in. Oh, what? No, Donnie. Oh, caught him. Didn't get him all the way up, but he flattened him and gets a 2 count.
It's a lot of weight coming down on him.
I don't know if Donnie realized he didn't get him all the way up. Maybe Donnie can connect with that splash. Here he goes. Oh, nobody at home.
Moved. Oh, big drop kick to the side of the head.
Putting both boots to the cranium there.
The fatigue from that battle last week is going to start setting in on Donnie now.
He got a pep in his step, as you said, but now, after he's missed that splash, Gunnar Anderson was able to kick out of it. Myric Moore was able to move out of the way. And now, Myric Moore looking like he's going to take that championship belt home with him. He's just got to figure out a way to keep Donnie down as he continuously kicking him in the head. Hopefully he don't reopen that wound on the forehead of Big Donnie. He's just trying to twist his head off.
He's doing a pretty good job of it too.
Like a bottle of Coca-Cola.
I'm telling you, look how red his head is. Your head's not supposed to bend like that, turn like that.
Now he just grabbed him by the nostrils. And making Big Donnie pay. He's punishing the champion here.
All the way to the 4 count too.
I think Myric Moore has realized that maybe the longer this match goes, the more it's going to play in his favor.
Absolutely.
As the champion, he may not look like he's got the cardio to go or the stamina to go, but Donnie, just grabbing him and throwing him over. Look at the power. The power of the Burke County legend. Can he get back up in time? No, he cannot. Myric Moore cuts him back off, but Donnie able to get back up to a vertical base, and he's fighting back here. He's not going to give
him off.
Yeah, he ain't going to give that heavyweight championship
Big
up.
Drop kick right to the chest of Donnie.
Donnie is in a predicament here, in some trouble. Myric Moore hooked the leg there, but still not able to keep Donnie down, not able to keep his shoulders pressed to the canvas for that count of 3. Can we see, will we see a new heavyweight champion crown here? And it's looking more and more
Double
likely.
axe handle right to the gut.
Myric Moore using his agility. He's got Donnie down on the canvas. You take out the legs of Big Donnie, you're doing something right. On another one, JPS.
He's just mashing him. You know he's probably still messed up from last week.
You know, Donnie just kicking out probably on instinct here.
Absolutely.
He probably shouldn't. He definitely shouldn't have taken this matchup so quickly after that street fight. But he's back up to his feet now. Whoa, he caught him.
A big belly to belly.
And Big Donnie now, 1, 2, only a 2 count.
That belly to belly stunned Myric. He barely kicked out of that.
I thought Myric would collapse under the pressure.
Most men would. That shows you his toughness.
If he hits you with that big splash, I can guarantee you it's been known to crack a spine or two in its day.
Absolutely.
Big Donnie up on his feet, full forwards. Oh, got that momentum with that splash.
The ring moved, Mike.
That ring keeps moving during this show with all these big men in there.
NAWA has some horses.
And now another splash into the corner. Donnie really taking control. Here, what's he gonna do? Going for it for a third time. Oh, he moves out of the way, face first. Into that turnbuckle, and down goes the champion. What the hell's Myric doing?
Went to the well one too many times, Donnie.
Where are you going? He's getting the heavyweight championship belt. Myric's bringing the title to the ring. What in the hell's he doing with the belt?
You know what he's going to do. He's going to use it to hit him in the head.
Oh, and he's clubbing Donnie. He's got him down. He's just beating him.
He's beating him with the belt.
Over and over, shot after shot, and he's got the champion laid down.
He let his emotions get the best of him here. He had a chance to win that title, and he threw it away.
And now there's another shot to the champion. He's sending a message to Big Donnie here that he's the man now. Myric Moore's got that belt raised up, but he's not the champion.
I believe he thinks that he can take that belt anytime he wants to.
Well, he should have done it right here. Tonight was his opportunity, but he got disqualified. Myric Moore leaving the ringside area, and there's our champion.
The champion's looking bad, Mike.
Flat on his back and unconscious almost at the hands of the Irish hand grenade, Myric Moore. Big Donnie hardly moving here.
He needs a medic. I call the EMTs.
Big Donnie. You see him talking there, but he's laid flat on his back. Still your NAWA heavyweight champion, Big Donnie.
The Carolinas have long been heralded as the origin of greatness in the realm of professional wrestling. Men, women, and promotions now considered to be legendary in their scope of influence on the future of professional wrestling began here in this, the region we call home. It is in this tradition of greatness that the Carolinas Professional Wrestling Awards will carry on in celebrating the achievements of talent working in the region. Join us at the official Facebook group page of the CPWAs as we continue to celebrate pro wrestling in the Carolinas.
Whoo, Master, this is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant, Handsome Jimmy, the Boogie Woogie Man. I'm telling my people, my brothers and sisters, yours truly loves you all. Now, hey, y'all, I have a wrestling camp in Charlottesville, Virginia. It's called BWC, Boogie's Wrestling Camp, Hall of Fame Museum. Come if you want to be a professional wrestler, valet, or a referee, or a timekeeper. Put up the ring, brother. Anything will teach you all. Do interviews. Do it all right here at BWC.
For more information on Boogie's Wrestling Camp Hall of Fame Museum, visit jimmyvaliant.weebly.com. Oh, yeah!
Living legend, George South. Talking to you, George. I've put it out there. I've made it clear. I want to go one-on-one with George South. Now, for almost 26 years, George, you've been the man at the top of everybody's list. And for 26 years, you've been ducking me, George. Countless locker rooms me and you have shared. Our opinions have differed all the time. We never see eye to eye, George. But there's one thing we both love, and that's wrestling. So I need you to pick up the phone, George. Answer the man. Say yes. George South versus the Cardio King, Thomas Extreme.
We just heard Thomas Extreme. He's throwing out the challenge to George South. Will he answer the call? Will Thomas Extreme get that matchup against George South? Only time will tell, but Thomas has laid down the challenge. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are down in the ring. It's time for your main event of the week. Oh, look there, Big Nasty. He's having a good time here with our official John Harkey, but he's got his hands full. JPS, this is a handicap match.
2-on-1.
Is that what handicap means?
I think so.
Well, he's going to be taking on the manager of champions, Bobby Lee, and the Saturday Night Superstar, Tony Benge, as these two have been going at it.
Look at Bobby Lee. He's wearing some headgear. You reckon he's been doing some amateur training, getting ready for this bout?
Well, we saw him earlier in the show. He had a neck brace on. Where's the neck brace? Maybe that was just
he was just putting on a little bit.
I don't know, but he's ready to go.
He looks angry. He looks like he's ready to fight.
Well, I'm sure he's angry after getting his neck wrung by that old lady, a Big Nasty, that chain that he calls his old lady. But heck, I don't know. Can Nasty beat two people at one time?
I don't know. He's a big, tough dude, but that's the odds definitely aren't in his favor right here.
Tony Benge and Bobby Lee have yet to get in the ring. He got on the microphone.
He says he's from anywhere but Lenore, North Carolina. The Saturday Night Superstar, Tony Benge.
We have our ring announcer reintroduce him so the people will cheer for him, but
they're not going to cheer for him.
I don't know how many people actually like Bobby Lee and Tony Benge.
I do. I know exactly how many people like him, Mike.
Besides yourself, how many people like him?
None.
So you're their only fan.
Apparently.
You're like the fan club of them, like I was the little Donnie fan club president. I was the only one on the bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm the president of that club now.
Clearly, all y'all got a first-grade education.
And this is why they don't like
listen,
him.
When he says my name, you cheer, you don't boo.
He wants the people to cheer when his name's said, not boo. Well, let's hear what happens. Well, they booed. They did not take direction very well. As Tony Benge and Bobby Lee, I think they're stalling this beating they're about to get at the hands of this big moonshiner, this hillbilly from the mountains.
I wonder if he's drunk. You think he's drunk, Mike?
I don't know. I can't. We'll have to ask Harkey. He's close enough to him to smell him.
Yeah.
We're over here in this
GT.
nice.
We need to get GT on that.
Over here in this nice commentary booth. I don't want to get anywhere near that ringside area. I am far from a professional wrestler. I very much enjoy calling all the action that you can catch right here each and every Saturday at noon.
Absolutely. I trained one time, Mike.
Good.
For about 5 minutes. It hurt. But you know what I did?
What?
I left.
Good. It's probably better that you continue to buy a ticket.
Yeah.
Sit here with me.
Absolutely. Safer. Much safer.
Exactly. That's why I'm here each and every Saturday at noon, ladies and gentlemen. Catch us right here each and every Saturday. And now, what's this? Bobby Lee. He's going to start off this matchup. That's a shocker to me.
Me too.
I guess he wants some revenge.
I'm telling you, he's been training. He's got on some amateur headgear, got on his workout clothes.
Look at that. Yeah. Well, he started a matchup, so that's good enough for him. He's getting out. He tagged out before Big Nasty was able to get his hands on him. And now the Saturday Night Superstar, Tony Benge, is in the ring.
I like that ring gear Tony Benge is wearing.
Well, he's probably already sold it. He buys it and sells it before he even wears it. Then he swears it and sends it to the person.
Absolutely. Pay big money for a Tony Benge ring worn.
Now look at this, Tony Benge tagging Bobby Lee back in.
Go get him, Bobby Lee.
I don't think either one of these men want to be in this handicap match.
Show them how tough you are, Bobby Lee.
Even though it's a handicap match, it's still one-on-one inside the ropes. Now what's Bobby Lee going to do here with Big Nasty? We already know he's had a bad experience with him. He tags Tony Benge back in. This is getting ridiculous.
Nobody wants it.
as this feud here has been heating up as Tony Benge cheated Big Nasty in their first encounter, hitting him with that cane right across the back of the neck, knocking him out cold and pinning him. And then Nasty was able to take that chain and he got his hands on Bobby Lee and hurt his neck. Here we go, they continue to tag in and out.
I hate this crap, Mike. What are they doing here?
Well, Nasty was able to get a one-on-one with Tony Benge while Bobby Lee was out hurt. And he hit Tony Benge with his old lady and got the win and got a little bit of payback. And now Nasty says he can beat both of them at the same time. So we're gonna see if he's got it in him to beat both men. Are we finally gonna get some action here? Oh, we got a lockup now. And look at this, top wrist lock from Tony Benge on the big man. Look at that, just throws him off.
Throws him off. He is way too big for that. Come on, Benge.
You can see the size difference between these two. He's saying he pulled his hair. He's got about as much hair as your brother.
Absolutely. Hey, is that an insult, Mike?
No, I'm just saying that Tony Benge is bald.
Absolutely. Yeah. You couldn't pull that hair if you wanted to. Come on, John Harkey. You got to be smarter than that. What's wrong with John Harkey?
It's probably his birthday or something. I don't know, but he is the head official here, and he's been tasked with keeping this main event in order, this handicap match. And Tony Benge going right back to that top wrist lock. What is?
Look at Bobby Lee. Look at his top wrist lock.
He's got the bottom wrist lock, but they both got slung off at the hands of Big Nasty, and now they're trying to gather. Oh, double clothesline.
Double clothesline. Their body's bouncing all over the ring.
And Bobby Lee might regret signing on for this handicap match. He might get his.
He's a manager. He's not a competitor.
He might get his neck hurt again. Oh, double noggin knocker there. And out to the floor goes Benge. Bobby Lee is problem. He looks like he might be concussed on the mat. And he is. Big Nasty's doing what he said he was going to do. He's going to beat both of them at the same time. And he's doing just that right now, JPS.
They're reeling. John Harkey, make them get back in the ring.
Well, they have to the count of 10 to get back in the squared circle. Benge is the legal man.
He is.
He's got on that biohazard.
I like that gear.
That you like.
Yeah.
And now Bobby Lee back up on the apron. Here we go. We're going to get some more action here in your main event handicap matchup here. Nasty taking the arm. And he's got, oh, wait a minute, he got him by the mask. Benge throwing him into the corner. Out of the way goes Nasty and grabs him right back by the arm. Got him down on the mat now. I don't know
what's he gonna do, Mike?
I don't know if Benge, oh, he's just stomping the arm of Tony Benge. I think Benge and Bobby Lee would have fared better if they were both allowed in the ring at the same time.
I don't think either one of them wants to be in the ring with the big moonshine.
Well, they signed the dotted line. Bobby Lee wanted his revenge. I think he's regretting it.
Absolutely.
And now Benge, he's taking most all the punishment. Oh, a right eye poke there. Now Bobby Lee coming in. What's he going to do? What does this guy?
Looks like he's setting him up for maybe a double leg takedown.
Does he know anything? No.
Nope.
He was just, he didn't know what to do. He probably got in there and saw the massive size of Big Nasty.
He froze up.
And it intimidated him.
He froze up.
And now Big Nasty's got the arm of Bobby Lee. He's going to headbutt it.
That's a little Donnie headbutt.
Right there. And now he goes for the cover. Tony Benge breaking it up, but Bobby Lee was actually smart enough to grab that bottom rope. And I can't believe we got Big Nasty is probably enjoying getting his hands on Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee backing up and tagging out, but Nasty's trying to go for both of them. What in the world are we seeing here? Tony Benge getting beat up in the corner.
Bobby Lee doesn't even know to try to help his partner.
I think we know Big Nasty wants to get his hands on Bobby Lee and finish this once and for all. Big fish drop there.
Vintage.
That could be it.
Big Nasty.
Oh, Bobby Lee getting involved once again. And now Benge, what's he gonna, oh, a low blow right there in front of our official. That should be an automatic disqualification.
It should be.
He just low blowed him. John Harkey clearly saw that. But now he's letting it go.
There's a lot going on in this match.
He wants to see a clear-cut winner here in this main event. Nasty's done for. And Big Nasty had to literally throw him off of him right there just to kick out at 2. Bobby Lee
walked up to him and tapped him on the shoulder like when you shoot a deer to make sure he was dead.
He thought he was done for. That's why he went for the pinfall. Bobby Lee, he's terrified. I think he regrets signing up for this matchup.
Absolutely. We may never see him again.
I think we're going to see him again real soon, probably, but Tony Benge choking him. Big Nasty down. After that low blow, he's really taking a beating here at the hands of Tony Benge. Look at these cheap shots here. Just choking him with his boot. Our official John Harkey trying to reprimand Tony Benge, the Saturday Night Superstar. And here we go now. Benge with a big elbow right into the back of the neck.
To keep the big man down.
Taking him into the corner now. Look at these big right and left hands. Working him over.
Yeah, tag Bobby Lee in.
Bobby Lee getting tagged back in. What's he going to do here? Bobby Lee, he only seems to tag in at the most
big stinger splash.
With the most opportunistic times. He just splashed Big Nasty. And he said, "Did you see that, Tony?" I don't think he realizes what's behind him. Oh my God, throws him into Tony Benge. Out to the floor goes Benge.
Oh, that leaves Bobby Lee in there along with Big Nasty.
Bobby Lee's about to get his neck jacked up once again. Shoots him into the corner over there. Here he comes, full momentum, big splash from the hillbilly there. And he says that's it. Tony Benge still out there on the floor. Bobby Lee's clutching his neck, saying his neck's hurt.
Well, he had a neck brace on last week.
Look at that. Oh, he just hit him with his old lady again from behind. Down goes Big Nasty after getting hit with that chain. 2, 3, and Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee picks up a pinfall on Big Nasty.
Bobby Lee pinning Big Nasty. What an insult. Jeez. What a disgrace. Nasty just getting embarrassed here.
He'll never be able to show his face up in the heels again.
Embarrassed by Tony Benge, and Bobby Lee once again using those underhanded tactics.
He got beat by a city slicker.
To pick up the victory, and Nasty's unconscious. He's barely moving. He just got beat by a manager.
Well, a manager and a wrestler and a chain.
Tony Benge and Bobby Lee once again getting the better of Big Nasty. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we got this week. Thank you for joining us. So long for now.